Today, let's talk about pricing. This has been a very highly requested video, so I'm finally giving it to you guys. Just as a reminder, before we get into the video, I want to remind you that you can get access to 15 free training videos on topics related to how to start a calligraphy business. So make sure you check that out in the link in the description. So pricing is a very complex topic and there are a ton of things to consider. That's why people are confused all the time. So I totally understand if you're feeling lost with your pricing, if you're feeling overwhelmed, or you watched some YouTube videos about pricing and you're thinking, oh my gosh, like everyone's saying a lot of different things and I'm just not sure what to do. There's a lot out there on pricing, but today I really wanted to get into what are the top pricing mistakes that calligraphers make in their calligraphy business when they're working with customers. So the first pricing mistake I see is that calligraphers, they aren't charging projects based on the value or the intention or like the purpose of the project. So what exactly do I mean by this? I want to explain a little bit about what is cost-based pricing and what is value-based pricing. So with cost-based pricing, you might have heard a lot of people suggest, okay, take your hourly rate and then add like the supplies cost, and that's the price that you should charge. Value-based pricing, on the other hand, is when you price things but you adjust the price according to the value that your customer will get. So let me give you an example to make this a little bit more clear. Let's say, so example one is someone comes to you and says, hey, like I want you to write this passage out for my friend. It's for her birthday. I really want her to have a good birthday and it's 100 words. Can you write this out for me? The other example is, let's say you have another person saying, hey, can you write this out for me? It's me and my wife's first year anniversary together and I want you to write these wedding vows and it's 100 words. So both pieces are 100 words. Let's say they are the same size, but should the price be the same if it takes you the exact same amount of time? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But here's my answer. I think that we should be basing our pricing on the value that the customer gets. So when we compare these two examples, one is like for a birthday, one is for the first year anniversary of, someone getting married. And so which one kind of is more, like which one holds more weight? Which one is more important, I guess, in a sense? Well, it would be the wedding vows and not the birthday passage, because you got to think about it this way. This is someone's first year of getting married, and marriage is like someone's probably one of the most important events of someone's life, and this person wants to celebrate 1 year of being married. Okay, so compared to the other example where it's someone's birthday, I mean, maybe it might be a very important birthday, like a 30 years old or 40 years old birthday, but birthdays happen all the time, right? And so which one is more special? I would say the wedding vow example. And so I would typically charge more if I think that the customer, the intention behind it is more important, like the value of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, the second top pricing mistake I see is calligraphers not upselling their work. So maybe a customer comes to you and says, hey, can you do this for me? I just want this and this, and I just want this. And you say, sure, well, this is the price, okay. And the customer says, great, just do my menu cards and my signage for me for my wedding. And you're like, okay, I'll do that. But what you're missing out is on opportunities to see if your customer needs anything else. So if your customer is asking you for something, think about whether or not there is something else related to that thing that you could maybe suggest on top of the thing that the customer is getting. So let's say your customer is asking you for menu cards and also signage for their wedding. Well, could it be possible that your customer also might need some place cards or wedding invitations or envelope addressing or maybe some custom thank you cards? Maybe your customer hasn't even thought of those things, or maybe your customer isn't even aware that it's something that people can offer at a wedding. So when you are discussing a project with a customer, make sure you think ahead. Make sure you think a little bit bigger and see if there's anything else you could add on top of it to upsell something, upsell the customer into something bigger. Okay, the third pricing mistake that calligraphers make is taking into consideration the market prices, but not considering anything else. So I know a lot of people will suggest, okay, just see what other people are charging, so just charge something similar. But what you have to realize is that in pricing, there's a lot of different factors you have to consider, and I want to share a couple of other factors that you might be not thinking about. So one thing is your personal brand and experience. Maybe your customer is asking you to do a welcome sign for their wedding, but actually this is like the first time that you've ever done this. But maybe to another calligrapher, if someone asks them to do a wedding welcome sign, then it's actually like the 20th welcome sign that they've done. And maybe they're more specialized in wedding signs. So should you take that into consideration? I would say yes. It's important to consider what your personal experience is and what you are known for and what your branding and like reputation says about your calligraphy services. So I would say generally, if you can niche down, and by the way, check out this video if you're not sure about your niche and not sure about who your ideal client should be, check out this video. So if you niche down, the more you specialize, the more you can charge higher, the more you can command higher prices because you are specialized. It's like neurosurgeons make more than a generalist doctor, right? So why not the same for a calligrapher? If you specialize in one thing, then you can command higher prices because you are like the go-to person for that thing. So don't forget that when you are pricing. The other problem with just setting your prices at the like market rate is that you're actually not sure what everyone's like system and like process is for working on a project. Let's say it's wedding invitations. Let's say someone's doing custom wedding invitations starting at $2,000. Okay, how many revisions is that person offering? You don't know. You know what kind, how many hours is that calligrapher spending with the client in consultations? You don't know. So the fourth pricing mistake I see calligraphers make is charging too low. This might seem like an obvious one, but I did want to include it in this video because I can't stress this enough. Like, this is also like a mindset thing. And by the way, if you feel like you want to be more confident and you're kind of like fearful of like pricing and like charging people or like asking for money for your services, make sure you check out this video where I share about how I overcame fear when I was starting my business. And I think that video would also be really useful if you're kind of struggling with confidence in pricing. So pricing low is bad for several reasons. Well, first, you're not getting paid for your work. Like, you're not getting paid at a reasonable rate. Second is it kind of like, if a lot of calligraphers are charging lower than what they should be, it kind of dampens the market. Like, it makes the entire calligraphy market, like the prices go down if a lot of calligraphers are charging low prices. The third thing is that your customer is going to see you as like a budget service. And maybe later on, when you increase your prices, your customer will be like, what? But didn't you charge me like, you know, $20 last time? Well, how come it's suddenly like $40? And the fourth thing, which is something you might not have really thought about, is that when you price low, your customer's perception of the value of the thing that they're buying is lower. So for all of these reasons, make sure you aren't charging too low of a price. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, take a screenshot of this video, add me on Instagram at Dina Calligraphy, post this to your stories and tag me, and I will feature you back. I always love connecting with my subscribers and my followers, and I want to help you out by featuring you back and also helping you get a couple more followers. So make sure you take that screenshot and tag me on your stories. Okay, the next pricing mistake that I see a lot of calligraphers making is discounting or giving a sale like all the time, like having promotions and deals all the time. The problem with having so many sales and like deals is that your customer will expect your prices to kind of like they'll see that as the baseline for your prices. So in the future, when they're thinking of buying something from you, they're just gonna wait for a sale and not buy from you at the like regular price. So what is the solution for this? Maybe you do want to, have something special going on for your customers, but I would say don't give like a discount, don't give like, some kind of percentage off, or say, okay, now this thing used to be $10, now it's $6. The thing you can do is to kind of bundle things up and sell them in a package. So maybe that package, it could be less, but when you package things up in a bundle, it's kind of like you're giving more value to your customer. You get to make a little bit more money because you have like more things together that they can purchase together. So that is what I would suggest if you want to have something special going on. You could also like suggest, okay, like, this is the price, but for a limited time, this is the bonus thing that you get. So instead of decreasing your price, just add more things on instead of decreasing the price. So I'm curious to know, how do you find pricing in your business? Do you find it hard? Do you find it frustrating? Do you have any other questions about pricing? Leave me a comment and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are a calligrapher or you are a creative looking for business resources on how to grow your business and make more money. Also, don't forget the 15 free training videos that you can get access to, so make sure you check out the link in the description. And also remember, if you are struggling with confidence in your pricing and you have like a little bit of fear, then make sure you check out this video about how I overcame fear and built confidence in my calligraphy business. And if you're looking for more ideas on how you can make money as a calligrapher, make sure you check out this video, the 10 top ways to make money as a calligrapher. So that is all for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!